Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Very good. How are you all?
Fine, sir.
Okay. So today we'll start one topic, that is center of mass of two-body system. Okay. So everyone, so please write the new heading right here. Write center of mass of two-body system. Write down heading. So try to understand this carefully. Here we'll try to derive what exactly they're asking in exam. After that derivation, whatever last result, you remember that. Okay. Whatever entrance questions, you can solve it. Clear? So now what you do here? Now here they are telling two-body system. So do two objects you do here. So let me do here. One object is what? M1. One object mass M1. You can consider point object, no worries. Here this is object is what? M2. Now distance between them. Here to your distance, if I'll check how much distance is coming. Distance is taking R. Okay. Distance is R. So two objects are there here. Distance is how much? R. Now here somewhere center of mass is there. I don't know where exactly it is. I just considered here center of mass is there because they are asking the center of mass of two-body system. Two objects we kept. Somewhere here I have center of mass. I considered that. Okay. Now here from here to here distance, from center of mass to this one M1. This distance I am taking as what? R1. And here to here distance I am taking as what? R2. From center of mass to M2 I am taking distance as R. And I considered here somewhere here I have center of mass. I have center of mass. Okay. See, you can tell, sir, you can take here now center of mass. If two systems are like that, in between somewhere center of mass will be there. Right? One general idea that is. I cannot take here, I cannot take there. Clear idea? So in the middle here, in between them I can take. Now, next what? Next I want to find this R1 and R2. What I have to find? R1 and R2. Why I have to find R1 and R2? Because in exam questions will be there. What? Maybe M1, M2 they will give. R value they will give. But they'll ask what is the center of, what is the position or what is the distance? What is the distance of center of mass from M1? Or what is the distance of center of mass from M2? So first let's write what is this and all. Write first R. So R is basically what it is? Distance between what and what? Distance between M1 and M2. M1 and M2. Distance between M1 and M2. R. Now what is R1? R1 is what? Distance of center of mass. Center of mass in short I am writing COM. No worries. Okay, write it. Center of mass. Otherwise write distance of M1 from center of mass. From center of mass. Now R2. What is R2? Distance of M2 from center of mass. From center of mass. Now next listen. This R value is how much? This R value is called nothing but it is R1 plus R2. R value is nothing but R1 plus R2. You can see now here to here R1, here to here R2. Now this total distance is what? R. So that means R1 plus R2 is R. Okay. So what do you got? R1 plus R2 equal to R. Now next one point to remember. What point to remember? Now remember the mass moment. The mass moment. Mass moment means what? The product of mass and distance. Okay. Mass moment about center of mass. About center of mass is 0. Is 0. The mass moment about center of mass is 0. That means if this M1 I am moving some distance left side. Okay. Yes or no? And I want my center of mass to be there. At the same position my center of mass should be there. Then what I have to do? Now this product whatever I move to that distance M1 and R1, that multiplication should be equal to M2 into R2. Same way I should make some distance for M2 also to keep center of mass at the same position. So remember one point, what? The mass moment about center of mass is 0. From there what I can understand, the mass moment M1 R1, mass, product of a mass into distance I told, mass moment M1 R1 should be equal to what? M2 R. Okay, mass moment is a vector quantity. From there I am getting this expression I am writing here. No reach. So vectorically I did not tell like how M1 V1 equal to M2 V2 do like that. Na? Same way you are doing, but it is magnitude wise doing. Okay, magnitude wise. Mass moment is a vector, remember. Now M1 R1 equal to M2 R2. Clear? Now from here if I want to find R1, I can find R1, I can find R2, I can find R2. Okay. Then here one equation, here one equation. Two equations are there. Yes or no? Because R equal to R1 plus R2. Now by taking these two equations, we can get what is R1 and R2 in terms of M1, R and M2. That is what our aim. Our aim is to that. Because in exam that only they ask, right? So what we'll do here? So from here I can tell, what I can tell? R1 equal to how much tell? M2 into R2 by M1 and R2 M1 R1 by M2. So like this I got M1 R1 equal to M2 R2. Here I got R1, here I got R2. Clear from this expression. Now what I have to do? Now I want to take this equation R equal to R1 plus R2. Now in this equation, what I have to substitute? Now substitute R2. R2 equal to how much already you got? M1 R1 by M2. So this one you substitute here. If you do that, so what will happen you say? Now R equal to R1 plus M1 R1 divided by M2. Yes or no? Next what I will do? This M2 I will multiply here. R equal to M2 R1 plus tell M1 R1 divided by M2. Whole divided, LCM take, whole divided. Now here M2 multiply here. M2 R equal to M2 R1 plus M1 R1. Okay, and here also you can take R1 common. So keep here like this. M2 R, right here. M2 plus M1, take R1 common. Now tell, what is R1 here? M2 R by M1 plus M1. Okay, or you write M2 here, this one will come this side, right? This one will come this side. This one will come this side, it will be written. Yes or no? Now here what I will do? Or I can write R1 equal to M2 R by M1 plus. This R1 is what? What is R1? Distance of M1 from center of mass. Distance of M1 from center of mass. Clear? Similar way, we will substitute. All listen. We will substitute R1 equal to M2 R2 by M1. If substitute this one, then what will happen? Now see here. R equal to R1 is M2 R2 by M1 plus R2. Now multiply, cross multiplication take here. M2 R2 divided by M1 R2 by M1. Now multiply this M1 here. Multiply this M1 here. Okay. So first to substituting R2 here. In this equation substitute R. In this equation substitute R2. You are getting R1. Now again substitute R1. In the same equation substitute R1. So what will get? Check here. So now you take here. Here it is M1, right? M1 multiply. Now M1 R, R2 take common, it will be M2 plus M1 into R2. Now here directly you can write R2 equal to M1 R by M1 plus. You check all of it. Now what is this R2 now? What is R2? R2 will be distance of M2 from center of mass. Distance of M2 from center of mass. R1, R2 you are getting. Clear idea? Okay. So directly remember, if R1 you want to find, first you take second mass multiplied with the total distance between them divided by addition of the both the masses. If R2 you want to find, then first mass into R. And remember, left side I kept as M1 and right side I kept as what? M2. So that you remember, M1, M2. Accordingly you can find. So we'll do some questions. First you check this. You are able to understand or not. Calculation. Okay. So two equation only. One is R1 plus R2 equal to R. Another is mass moment relation. M1 R1 equal to M2 R2. From there we got this. Clear? Okay. Now come to the point. Questions will be like this. So let's take MCQ here. One object is there. This object mass is how much? 10 kg. And another object is here. Mass how much? 5 kg. How much distance here to here? 20 centimeter. How much ma? 20 centimeter. Clear idea? 10 kg, 5 kg. Now, the distance of 10 kg from center of mass from center of mass is option A, option B, option C, option D. So write 20 by 5 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 20 by 3 centimeter, 40 by 3 centimeter. Clear? Distance of 10 kg from center of mass is. Yes or no? Question understood? Now all have to tell. What can be answer? So direct answer put. With formula direct you write. Okay. So I'll write answer here. First understand question. It is exactly our same problem. M1, M2 problem or not? Left side mass is M1, right side mass is M2. Distance between them is R. R1 is the distance of M1, R2 is the distance of M2. Right? So what? Same thing here. Two masses are given. Sometimes in language also they can give. Language. Two masses are separated by 10 kg, 5 kg, separated by 20 centimeter. Find the distance of 10 kg from the center of mass. Okay, from the center. Yes or no? So now what I'll consider? I'll consider this is M1. This is what? M2. Let's consider center of mass is here. Consider center of mass is here. Okay. But remember here, let me take here. Because your numbers are given, I'll be precise. Because center of mass will be near heavy object. Mostly. Near heavy object. I'll explain also in this question. So let me take here. Now here to your distance is R1. And here to your distance how much? R2. R1, R2. Clear? Now, if I want to find distance of 10 kg. So 10 kg is R1 distance, right? R1 distance. So R1 if you want to find, then what is the formula? M2 into R divided by what? M1 plus M2. M1, M2 I got, and this is your nothing but R. 20 centimeter is R. Now what to do? Directly substitute the values. So 5 into 20 divided by 10 plus 5. So now this is 100 by 15. 100 by 15 also you can solve this. With 5 you can cancel. It will be 20 by 3 centimeter. So 20 by 3 centimeter means it is something around 6.6. That means 6.67 centimeter from the 10 kg. Center of mass is 6.67. The remaining distance will be 20 minus 20 by 3, which is basically 40 by 3, right? So that means this 5 kg will be very far from the center of mass and 10 kg will be near the center of mass. Okay, that means always remember center of mass lies near heavy object. If two heavy objects are there, suppose I am telling here, question like this, one is M1, one is M2. I am telling here M2 is greater than M1. M2 is what? Greater than M1. Then center of mass will be where? Near M1, near M2, middle of the M1, M2. What will be answer? Near M2, because I told the M2 greater. So you can see from this question also, no worries. Okay, so you try to calculate what is the center of mass. What is the center of mass from the 5 kg block? From the 5 kg block, the calculation. Okay, it will be 40 by 3 will come. No, that is R2 value actually. That is R2 value. Clear? Concept is clear. One question I'll give you, try. Yes or no? Okay. So everyone roughly calculate. Just a formula remember. You check R1, R2 how to find. But remember, if you from 10 kg you are finding now, first you are taking 5 kg here. Okay. Then multiplying with the whole distance between them and divided by addition of the mass. Okay. So now take here this one, this question. Try to calculate. Here one 10 kg there, and here one 20 kg is there. Now distance between them is 10 centimeter. Okay. Now find distance of 10 kg from center of a mass. Center. Find the distance of 10 kg. You can do it now, no worries. Now here, just to take directly here. Here one point you take near 20 kg center of mass. So let's take your center of mass is here somewhere. Yes or no? Okay. That is a distance actually. So let me take here. Center of mass somewhere here take. This center of mass. Your distance is anything you can take R2. If this one is M2, this one is M1 now. This distance is what? R1. Now again you want to find R1, right? So R1 find now what to take? M2 into R by this is your R divided by M1 plus. Now M2 is what? 20 into 10 divided by 10 plus 20. Now 200 by 30. So again how much coming? 21. Correct, huh? Yes or no? Are you getting this? So M2 into R, 20 into 10 divided by 10 plus 20. So again it is coming 21. I think R1 na, you did correctly, huh? R1, huh? Okay. From R1 it is. Distance is 10 centimeter. Okay. So now check here. R1 value how much coming? 20 by 3 means how much it is? 6.67 centimeter around. Now if this one is 6.6 centimeter, 6.67. Now what is this one R2? What is R2? 10 minus 6.67. How much will come? 10 minus 6.67. 10. 10, 6.67. Tell. 3.33. So now 3.33 is greater or 6.67 is greater? 6.67. That means 10 kg, between 10 kg and 20 kg, which is a light object? 10 kg. So 10 kg at a higher, longer distance. But 20 kg is heavy mass. For heavy mass, center of mass is coming what? At a 3.3 near. So I told you, center of mass always will be near what? Heavy mass. Heavier mass. Yes or no? So that also you can analyze. No worries. After finding R1, you can find either R2 with the formula or 10 minus you can find that. Anything you can do. This one just I am showing you to understand that center of mass is always near heavy object. Near heavy object. Clear? No doubt? Okay. Note it down. Okay. So you remember if two masses are there, then your R1, how to find R1, how to find R2. With the derivation, we understood the question, right? So two masses, if M1, M2 separated by distance R, then R1 is M2R divided by M1 plus M2 and R2 is M1R divided by M1 plus M2. Okay. If you like, subscribe Vidya Lakshmi Integrated YouTube channel. All the very best. Thank you.